Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and this is the second of two injury update videos that I have. Again, I said that there was some bad news and some good news. This one is kind of more of the good news type video, whereas last night's video was more of the bad news type video. So if you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of videos, and again, leave your thoughts about all of these injury updates down in the comments section below. I would love to hear it. But here's the first big one that I'm going to mention. Antonio Brown is going to play in week number 4 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was placed on the illness list about 10 days ago, something along those lines, and he was out for week number 3, right? He is going to be taken off the list as of Thursday, September 30th. This is being recorded late September 29th, but regardless, when this is out, Antonio Brown will be taken off of the illness list, and he will be eligible to play in week number 4. This is huge. This will give the offense a huge boost, not just for their matchup against the Patriots, but also with the absence of Scotty Miller, who was placed on the injured reserve. Of course, Antonio Brown plays a lot more than Scotty Miller, but it just adds another guy back in that room, so you're not even thinner with that position group. As I said in my previous video, you still also have Tyler Johnson, Jaydon, Mickens, and Jaylon Darden, who are going to be available as well, but adding Brown, it adds one of your starters back, which is huge. So now you don't have to be without Antonio Brown and Scotty Miller going into week number 4, which would be, not a great situation to be in my opinion. So Antonio Brown is back. That is awesome. I also have some updates on Jamel Dean and what's going on with his injuries. So Jamel Dean did practice Wednesday in a limited capacity. As of the recording of this video, I don't know if he's going to practice Thursday. Bruce Arians talked about how he is a little sore, but he is practicing. So I'm going to assume that he practices Thursday in a limited capacity as well. And it definitely seems like he has a chance to play in week number 4. In fact, I would say he might even be probable to play in week number 4 because he is getting that practice work in. If Dean can play, I would fully expect him to be the number 2 corner in week 4, despite the addition of Richard Sherman. Bruce Arians talked about in the press conference after Sherman was signed that a lot of guys would have to be hurt for Sherman to take the field in week number 4 versus the New England Patriots. Right now, as it stands, Richard Sherman, point blank, he still needs time to get into football shape. I mean, wearing pads, and just really being in that. He didn't have an offseason. He didn't have a preseason. He's going to need a little bit of time here to get ready, and he also needs to learn the playbook as well. So, again, Jamel Dean, if he is ready to go, if he can play, he's going to be that number 2 corner, in my opinion. I do think the Buccaneers will also be likely to elevate both Pierre Desir and Rashard Robinson for the week 4 matchup versus the Patriots as well. They did it in week number 3, and it would just add some very necessary depth. So going into week number 4, you're going to have, Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, probably Pierre Desir, probably Rashard Robinson. You're probably going to have, of course you're going to have Ross Cockrell, and then probably Richard Sherman over D. Delaney. So 6 cornerbacks active is a distinct possibility there. Again, we'll just have to wait and see on that. But I do expect them to at least elevate one guy between Pierre Desir and Rashard Robinson just to add a little bit more depth. We do have an update on Rob Gronkowski. He did not practice on Wednesday. He took a very hard hit to his ribs in week number 3. That required x-rays and knocked him out for a portion of the game. However, an important thing to note there is that Rob Gronkowski came back. He finished the game. So I think all in all, he's getting his rest. I think he's deserved it. He's played very well so far at the start of this season, and I do think he will play in week number 4. Despite not practicing on Wednesday, he's still recovering from a pretty hard hit to his ribs. We don't know the extent of that injury, but all in all, I do think that Gronkowski will be good to go. Jason Pierre-Paul did not practice on Wednesday either. There aren't a ton of updates out there, but I'm not seeing anything that has been too optimistic, I suppose, in terms of Jason Pierre-Paul's potential availability in week number 4. So I would definitely probably put him down as questionable right now. If that is going to be the case, you do have guys like Joe Tryon and Anthony Nelson who were there in week number 3. You would expect them to continue that role that they had in week number 3. You also have Cam Gill, who's coming back from the injured reserve. I talked about that in the previous injury update video. Maybe, they activate him off the injured reserve. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But JPP, the fact that there isn't a ton of updates there does have me a little bit worried, but once more information gets out there regarding really all of these injuries, I will make sure to make some videos and talk about it with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this injury update video. I know these are kind of shorter, quicker videos. I do like doing these just because there's so many different types of things to talk about, and I feel it's important to get this information out to you guys regarding who can and who cannot play on a weekly basis for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave me your thoughts about all of this down in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.